The time now, it's 5:30 in the evening time on this Sunday afternoon, going into Sunday evening, June the 1st, 2014 on a Sunday evening time now, out of Waterman Judicial PJ Wiggins. The evening report, Sunday evening, June the 1st, 2014. Good evening, everybody. Our conditions at 5:30 p.m. in North Massachusetts got a temperature of 75 degrees with humidity of 28%, wind speed east about 6 miles per barometer. 30 1/4 inches, dew about 40 degrees, and a visibility of 10 miles. Okay, let's take a look at our radar scope. And it shows line of lobs of rain showers the south central portions of Prince Edward Island, near and off the southeastern coast of Prince Edward Island. Lob of rain showers in eastern Quebec. And bands of showers and storms from northwestern Quebec stretching out to northern Ontario to Danfu. Northern Minnesota down for 7 Minnesota Danfu. Wisconsin, Illinois, and then for the metro southeastern states from deep south all the way down to the Gulf states and down for Florida. Here and down for western Cuba. And another line of showers and storms from northern Minnesota to northern Iowa stretching out for the Dakotas down for Nebraska down for western Kansas. And another blobs of showers from northern Wyoming up into Montana, northern Idaho, northern Washington, and up to British coming down to Manitoba. Well, turning on tonight and we see some 2 cells. Oh, 3 cells. Tornadic. This is 1 cell from Phillipsburg, Kansas, and it's going to be head across the Nebraska border in a couple of minutes. Another cell in north central Kansas, northeast of Phillipsburg, is going to be also in the Nebraska border in the next few hours here. And tornado around Columbus, a possible tornado around Columbus. So those of you in the paths of tornado, take caution and be alert.
So the restart's going to come with 3 laps to go in this race. Casper Nevis, Power.
Emerson, Nebraska. Good evening, 600 degrees with a thunderstorm in the air. Okay, let's take a look at our satellite loop here, and it shows a couple of patchy cloudiness around the southeastern states and stretching it down through western Indiana, Illinois, stretching down to western Great Lakes and down to northern Iowa, Minnesota, and stretching down through the Plains states and up into the Northern Rockies and up into the Canadian Rockies from British Columbia all the way down from Manitoba, and another batch goes from Ontario up to Quebec and down to the northern Maine, New Hampshire. And let's take a look at the map situation here. We got a cold front from eastern California and then to Nevada and after Utah and Coastal front from Colorado stretching out to Nebraska and up into Minnesota and up into northern Wisconsin, north to northern Michigan. Another cold front off the Georgia coastline and another station front from north central Montana and down through 7 Saskatchewan and after Manitoba and up in Ontario, and a front by from eastern Montana and down through the Dakotas. Front by from southeastern Colorado down for western portions of Texas. Front by in the Gulf of Mexico. And we got high pressure in New Jersey and low pressure in western Kansas, eastern Nebraska, and western Dakotas. And we got 65 degrees high temperature in Boston, it's 77 in Washington, D.C., 70 in Atlanta, 82 in Miami, 86 in Brownsville, Texas, 90 in Dallas, 82 in Kansas City, 80 in Chicago, 70 in Minneapolis, 68 in Great Falls, Montana, 64 in Seattle, 71 in San Francisco, 72 in Los Angeles, 75 in Salt Lake City, 82 in Denver, and 92 out in Albuquerque. Current conditions around the region, we got 65 in Boston, 77 in Pittsburgh, 72 in Bedford, 65 in Beverly, 69 in Gloucester, 72 in Worcester, 73 in Sturbridge, 76 in Webster, 77 out in Milford, 74 in Norwood and New Bedford, 75 in Taunton, 70 in Falmouth, 63 in Chatham, 61 in Provincetown, 72 in Boston, 73 out in Nantucket, 54 out in Cape Cod Bay, 55 in Boston Harbor, 70 in West Philly, 67 in West Philly, 70 in Balkan, 72 in TF Green, 73 in Smithfield, at 72 in Worcester, 73 in Sturbridge, 76 in Westminster, 77 in Milford, at 76 in Springfield, 79 in Amherst, 75 in Greenfield, 73 in Pittsfield, 76 in Northampton, 77 in Albany, 74 in Bennington, Vermont, 75 in Keene, 73 in Jefferson, New Hampshire, 77 in Concord and Nashua, New Hampshire, 79 in Manchester, 79 in Portsmouth, 55 out in New Hampshire Bay, 77 in Windsor, 77 in Hartford, 76 in Meriden, 73 in Waterbury, 73 in Danbury, 75 in New Haven, and in Bridgeport, 65 in Long Island Sound. We got 72 in New York City and it's slipping in 69 in Montauk. Okay, let's take a look at our forecast discussion in New England here. Heavy rain possible across. Let's take a look at forecast just restaurant nation. Heavy rain possible across the upper Midwest, upper Great Lakes, and upper Middle Mississippi Valley on Monday, and showers and thunderstorms will continue over the central Gulf Coast states. Our front body movement across the plains tonight, and To the Mississippi Valley, tomorrow will continue to bring heavy rain and thunderstorms to places across the upper Midwest and middle of Mississippi Valley. Much of the thunderstorm activity appears to be fairly progressive in nature, which should limit the threat for widespread flash flood in nature. However, there are still chance for some isolated flash flood problems, especially across portions of the Northern Plains and upper Midwest tonight. By Monday afternoon, Tuesday, the surface low will be big as as it moves across the upper lakes, which shifts the heavy rain focus northward to the upper Great Lakes and wells eastward to portions of the Ohio Valley. And the system and upper ridge moving over the eastern United States will increase temperatures at dew points across the area, bringing an end to very comfortable weather experience over the weekend. Here. And elsewhere, the rains of a stubborn upper level low installed over the lower Mississippi Valley, and the southeast continues to keep showers and thunderstorms in the forecast for the central Gulf Coast states and in Tennessee Valley. However, activity will be much more isolated to scattered in nature as compared to the past few days. Out west and upper trail moving into the region could bring some light rain to some places in the northwest of the United States early in the work week. Forecast discussion in New England here. High pressure over this region will bring fair dry weather and a warming trend at the start of the week. And showers and thunderstorms are possible at times Tuesday for Thursday as cool and cloudy conditions will fall for the end of the week into the week next weekend. Near term until 6 a.m. Monday morning. Fat 0-0 axis of high pressure is along the coastline with light flow all areas. Sea breeze should continue for at sunset, trending southeast and Boston. Temperature loft at 8-9 Celsius, fully mixed to the surface maximum. Temperatures in the mid-upper 70s and coastal areas with a full sea breeze should hold in the 60s. And an ocean storm well southeast of Nantucket will continue to descend well up to the east coast beaches. And this will result in a high risk of rip current.
Just served his pass-through penalty for the contact.
And along the east coast of the Cape Cod and Nantucket and moderate risk of whip currents elsewhere along the southeast New England coast. A rip current statement continues for these beaches beginning at 8 p.m. and through 8 p.m. Tonight, high confidence, high pressure shifts a little offshore. If there's any flow, it should become southwestern, but the pressure gradient will remain light, so expect light winds by tonight, and temperatures tonight may be a couple of degrees milder, but still enough places coupled to bring minimum temperature near dew point in the colder spots. And let's take a look at the Atlantic hurricane season. Is going to get it underway today, which is June 1st. And let's see what's brewing in the tropics here.
Scored his very first IndyCar win here years ago and climbed the fence for the first time. Now he comes off the corner, going to get his third victory at this.
Let's see what's brewing in the tropics here. And we got a low pressure. 93, wind speed 30 miles per hour, wind gust not available here, and poses no threat to the Guatemala or southeastern Mexican coastline here. And let's take a look at our minimum potential forecast. Be 52 for Boston, 50 for Worcester, 49 for Pittsburgh, 50 for Greenfield, 49 for Springfield, 49 for Pittsfield, 51 for Hartford, 54 for Bridgeport. So today's size of this region, low range for tonight, 48 to 54 degrees. Okay, let's take a look at our maps. Okay, let's take a look outside our house here on the deck cam, and it shows a spectacular day. Everybody did their outdoor activities and a nice evening on tap. Oh, a beautiful day. Okay, let's take a look at a 7-day forecast. It goes like this. For tonight, we are gonna have.
We always talk about events like 500 and another important event after that. And certainly for Roger, this is the most important one.
For tonight, we are gonna have most of the coast guard low and 48 degrees east with about 5 to 7 miles per hour in the common evening. Monday, same skies down here 80 degrees southwest with about 5 to 8 miles per hour. Monday night, most of the coast guard low 55 degrees southwest with about 3 to 8 miles per hour. Tuesday, slight chance of showers after 2 p.m. Most of the sand skies down here 67 degrees, calm wind becoming south about 5 to 9 miles per hour in the morning. Chance of precipitation 20%. So that chance of showers mainly after 10 p.m. Most skies at low 56 degrees, chance of wind about 3 to 7 miles per hour. Chance of precipitation 4%. Wednesday, showers likely mainly before 10 a.m. Cloud skies down here 71 degrees, chance of precipitation 60%. With that, chance of showers before 10 p.m. Then a chance of showers after 3 a.m. Most skies low 58 degrees, chance of precipitation 30%. Thursday, chance of showers, most skies down here 72 degrees, chance of precipitation 4%. Thursday night, chance of showers, most skies low 56 degrees, chance of precipitation 30%. Friday, most of the sun skies down here 75 degrees. Friday night, part of skies low 56 degrees. Saturday, part of the sun skies down here 71 degrees. Saturday night, most of the skies low 55 degrees. And for Sunday, part of the sun skies down here 70 degrees. Painters with a phase of the evening. A spectacular night on tap and a marvelous Monday on tap for tomorrow. A check at our traffic situation at 5:40 in the afternoon time, and it shows smooth sailing for all the way, well, not except Southeast Expressway southbound. Backed up from the pike in Boston all the way down to Dorchester here. That is due to an accident on the Southeast Expressway as we approach the Mass Ave exit. So southbound side is backed up all the way down to the Tip O'Neill Tunnel and all the way down to Dorchester here. Route 1 north for bumper due to some work on the Tobin Bridge northbound, so 12 stops extra time. But northbound side is moving on fine from Braintree down to Boston here on the northbound side. 128 southbound, a little accident on the exit 38, which is 28 in Reading, so 12 stops extra time. It is backed up from Linfield all the way west to 93 for the southbound side of 128, but 128 northbound is good to go on both sides from Braintree all the way to Gloucester. Mass Pike moving on from Sturbridge to Boston here, and 495 north, 495 both sides, move on fine from 95 from Amesbury to Wareham here. 39395 move on fine from 128 to the New Hampshire border, except the traffic condition on northbound 3 after you approach the New Hampshire border here on Route 3 north. 9524 move on fine from 128 down for the Rhode Island border. Route 3 move on fine from Braintree down for Sagamore. Route 6 move on fine for both sides from Sandridge all the way to Orleans. 195 move on fine from Wareham down to Providence here. And Rhode Island freeways will move on fine here. And Mass Pike backed up. I-84 eastbound backed up in the Sturbridge puts Mass Pike and Mass Pike eastbound slow from 84 in Sturbridge down to Charlton and west areas, and westbound Mass Pike from Charlton all the way to 84 due to an accident in Mass Pike eastbound. So try some extra time. This is PJ with you. Have a good evening with a good positive health. We'll be back for the Weather Magician late night report at 11 o'clock. Have a good night. Have a good evening.